So I wanted to jump on really quickly because somebody wrote in my comments that whatever I was saying was speaking to their spirit, and it just reminded me of the reasons why I'm doing the channel in the first place. So it just was more motivation and confirmation from God that I'm on the right path, and it just warmed my heart to know that I'm making a difference in at least one person's life. So last night I was so exhausted after working 8 hours, and that's one thing I'm learning to tap totally into your purpose. You won't be able to work a 9 to 5 for a long period of time. So you have to be obedient and move according to what God, at the speed He wants you to move, because He don't want you to be homeless. Steve Harvey even suggests that, like, just don't quit your job just to follow your passion. But while you own your 9 to 5, you need to be thinking about how you're going to be giving back to the world and what service you're going to provide. So when I got just the confirmation that I'm not going to be able to sow completely into my passion and into my gift with doing that, I was just so exhausted with just creating 2 videos. And after I created those 2 videos that made a difference in somebody's life, I experienced so much warfare. I think I had been experiencing it all along because I've always been gifted, but I had never, I guess, been that obedient, like just to push through so much turbulence, tiredness, and it made a difference for somebody. So when you're really making an impact in the world, it's like the forces of darkness, or just like the devil or the enemy, whatever you want to refer to the person as or the energy as, it kind of combats with you when you're trying to do good. So the attack comes like tiredness, fatigue, exhaustion. You may feel like fever. You may feel like you're just so tired, and it comes like all of a sudden. It makes you feel like you are almost so sickly that you can't lift your head up, and you will know that it's warfare because it's like a darkness that comes over you. So yeah, that was like my first time ever experiencing that. So I just had to basically like take a shower. I had to take some rest, get some rest for like an hour or two. And then, too, I'm actually starting to do things differently. So sometimes when you are like shedding those old feathers like the eagle, I guess there is like some aftermath to it. It's like painful, and I really don't know how to explain it, but these are just some of the symptoms that I was having. But I noticed like on today, like my skin is vibrant, I have more energy. So it's like if you fight through that darkness or those dark periods, the next day you'll be revived. You have done what He told you to do, which is God. Like if He tell you to say something, you have to say it, whether you're tired, whether you're exhausted, whether the kids are being worrisome, whether everybody at your job got on your nerves yesterday, whether your bills are behind, your car got repossessed. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You have to do whatever the task is that's put before you. And like the next day or however long it takes, it's like joy does come in the morning. So I think that it's very important to be obedient. It's very hard. Like I said on yesterday, I see why so many people just sit back and just live like a life of just chill, calm, and just never evolve into the person you're supposed to be, because this work is so hard, and you have to become a different type of person in order to really survive and become the person that God really birthed you to be. Just because society has just beat you up so bad, or death and grief and sorrow and helplessness, all of those things, anxiety, depression, your stomach being in knots and you can't eat, or your head hurt, high blood pressure. It's just so many things that can happen to just hold you back from being the most vibrant person you're designed to be. But if you can fight through that, and I'm just going to call it warfare because I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I had never really identified with it like I did on last night. But yes, it's definitely true. Warfare is real. God gonna tell you to do a lot of good, but there's also gonna be a lot of forces against you to make sure that you don't do what He have you to do. Because like I said, the more people that are in darkness, that are lost, that are distracted, that are not on the path that God have them on, the better like the enemy like it like that. So too many people of light is no good in their eyes. But God say press on, continue to wake up the next day, feel revitalized, and live your best life. And today is one of those days where I'm not gonna talk to the devil. So devil, get behind thee. All right, I'll be back. God bless.